Barrett sheets up against Target sheets, you'd notice the difference. But if you sat in the bed and I didn't say a damn word to you, you probably wouldn't necessarily notice. You might notice the mattress and you might notice the pillows, but the sheets not so much.
Okay.
There's just not enough like technology. So again, when you think about clothing, you think about the craftsmanship of Italians and the cotton or silk that they grow and they manufacture. It's much different than the mass-produced stuff in China. I don't think you get that in the bedding world. So is there a distinction? Yes, I'd be lying if I say there's no difference. Is it noticeable to the average person? I don't think that it is. And that's why I think that marketing costs will, there's always going to be a big marketing budget for companies like this, and customer acquisition will always be expensive. You could tell I'm a little sour on the bedding industry as a whole because it's something that I've learned after the fact, but I'm learning it. I'm seeing the customer behaviors, and I'm familiar enough with other industries, and I just I understand consumer behavior. And the reason Boll & Branch is doing so well is they're doing a great job marketing. They're putting a lot of money in, but I think they're delivering their message particularly nicely. But, when you ask me about the product, the product is, have you bought the sheets? You're a person. Have you bought them?
I have not. As I mentioned, I'm actually in the process of moving. So if I'm honest, I'm decluttering my life right now. But there is other people in our team who have ordered it at least. So
I'm sure. Do you know what their opinion was of the sheet? They probably said, "Yeah, these are nice sheets," and they said,
"Yeah, that's what they said."
The same tone I said.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, to be honest, I think it's so much as you make that decision at one point in time, but I don't know if you spend that much time thinking about which sheets to buy. Now, I'm a guy, you're a guy. I don't know if it's different for, women who are thinking about buying sheets, who spend a little bit longer, who want to spend more time thinking about design or pattern or quality. If I'm honest, I'm not the prime market for Boll & Branch.
Right.
Maybe I'm for Thread Experiment, but I'm not for Boll & Branch. So I don't know if there's also a difference in that, but I don't know. It would be helpful to hear your view on that.
Well, there is. I suppose that if you're comparing men to women will talk about it more. But I still don't think it's that much. I'm sure you've talked to women in your life, and I don't know. I don't think that they talk about sheets so much. I think you need to have the wow factor if you're ever gonna like get customers for free, so to speak. And I just don't see the wow factor in this company. And I don't blame them. It's not easy to produce a wow factor in this space, but I don't think there is. And that's. I think the fact that they were first to market tells you a lot about why they're successful. And I don't know. I don't know.
That's helpful.
Like I said,
what else would you like? Yeah, I think that may be the next step. Is there anything else that you think would be helpful for us to look at as we think about? We're still very early in this, as you can probably see by the questions that I'm asking here. What else would you look at? Think about.
I've already said it, but I think it's important. I think you should look how customer acquisition cost has changed over the last 3 years. I think from 18, 6, even 15, 16, 17, and a little bit of 18. I would look at that. Again, brands, I'm sure you already know this, but the customer acquisition cost should be going down, and I'll bet that it's not. And I think that matters. They opened a shop in Jersey, right? In a mall in Jersey, is that right?
Maybe they had a pop-up. I don't know if they opened a shop specifically.
I for some reason think they're in a mall, but I could be wrong. But I would look to see what city or cities they're in and look to see if online growth increased in that region after they opened. Because that tells you a lot about the effectiveness of the stores. Because the stores, of course, you want them to be profitable, but they're really meant to be, of course, brand enhancers, but more importantly, marketing tools for you. So if you're opening up a store, you're hoping that, and I've seen this in another company I just looked at, it's really important to look at what the sales in that region are doing after you open the store. Are you cannibalizing your online customers, or are you growing the customer base? I think that's an important question to ask, assuming that New Jersey store is what I think it is. You're right.